Well, g'day everyone. We are 12 days into PGR and the lawn is looking great. Alright, so today we're gonna put a little bit of attention on this area in the backyard. It's gone a little bit strange if you ask me. So it is quite long in the runners, and as a result of that, it's always got mowed in the same direction. So today I'm gonna put the rake a little bit lower. We're gonna go the other way and just see what happens. So this is what I'm talking about. It's all laying flat in the same direction, just sitting on top here, and as a result it's gotten quite long. Look at that. So we'll go in the other direction today, and hopefully we'll take some of these off, get rid of some of this ugly whiteness on top, and see how we go. If it doesn't come back good, I may have to go over it with the scarifier again. G'day and welcome to another video from Dave V Lawn. Today we're going to do the trimming and edging and also mow at 19mm. You may have seen me use the rotary scissors on their side to do some edging. I find them to be quite effective at getting into tight spaces that I just can't access with the edger. The blades are a bit wider though, so there is a noticeable difference in the edge that it makes, but it is better than not edging. They're also really good at edging around corners. Blades are wearing down on the edger, so it needs to be adjusted now to get the drains. This is probably the only thing I don't like about this Ryobi edger. It seems to need new blades about every 3 months or so. So you can see the areas where I've put down some top dress. For the most part it is below the leaf layer. However, the area that I repaired when I put in the plugs is not grown in yet. That area was sunk quite a bit deeper, so I think the grass will bounce out of PGR and come back through in a few weeks or so. So, on to mowing, and I am taking the mower around opposite to the normal first pass direction. This is to see if I can tease up some longer growth and get it trimmed away. I am definitely going to see some scalping on the house edge, but I'm fine with that. It should have been scalped a few weeks ago, and I'm sure it will go green again soon enough. Main mow today is going to be at 45 degrees. I think the routine is going to be 45 degrees left for week 1, then straight for week 2, then 45 degrees right for week 3 and back to straight for week 4. I'm really trying to keep the lawn short at 19mm pretty much all the way through winter. There isn't going to be any winter slowdown here in Queensland. Mowing on these different angles is proving to be quite rewarding. Not only do I get to change up the pattern, but I can also find some low spots and bumps that I wouldn't really notice as much going the same way each time. From the hill angle, you can see the top dress along the trench line, I'm going to add more top dress to this area as the trench for the irrigation line has sunk about 2 inches since it was dug and filled a year ago. In 2 days from now, I'm going to reapply PGR at 15 millilitres per 100 square metres. It's also that time of year for pre-emergent. That's going to be applied at 40 millilitres per 100 square metres, and I have already sprayed the bin dye on the broadleaf weeds. I don't enjoy spraying, so I don't film it. If you are spraying though, using a backpack sprayer, then cover up and don't spray if the weather is windy. You may end up getting the herbicide onto the garden and it could have negative effects. In addition to all the spraying, it is time for another batch of wetting agent as well. I'm using Lawn Pride Hydromax. That stuff is super thick and foams up a lot, so I found it is best to half fill the sprayer with water first, then put in the wetting agent, and then fill a watering can or a bucket and gently pour that into the sprayer to get to the right litres. Doing it like this will minimise the amount of foam that the wetting agent can produce if you just use a hose to fill. Right at the end of the backyard, I decided to do one more lap of the edge, going in the usual direction, and to my surprise, it was still taking off grass. Out the front, all the usual trimming and edging. You can see the spot where I put the top dress. There is a dip just there. I'll wait for this area to grow over, then add another layer of sand here to raise it up even a bit higher. The diagonal cut is going quite well here. There is a small amount of scalping on the slope by the fence, but overall it's pretty nice and even. Running the mower over the top dressed area, well, it's already starting to feel a lot better there. The tyre track in the front corner is going to need another batch of top dress as well. The whole area between the letterbox and the road got a decent amount of top dress. You can see it near the tree. I am trying to fill in a bunch of posty ruts in this area, and they go right across the yard. This is always going to be a bit of a struggle, I think. I am hopeful though that continuing to fill with sand will eventually give a bit more resistance to the tyres of the posty bike, but I can tell it already needs more sand. The Mariah bush has been trimmed, so there has been a lot of just general garden maintenance work happening in the background to get things nice and tidy. It was all starting to get a little bit overgrown there, but now that it is trimmed, hopefully now it's going to be a bit easier to mow the top section. I'm also hopeful that the lower branches being removed will allow a bit more sun to hit the grass and it will start to creep in. The keen-eyed among you will notice that I got myself confused on the direction for the mow here. I did in fact go the opposite way that I was intending, so I think we're going to end up with a herringbone type of effect today. The area near the Telstra pit did end up scalping a bit. I'm actually pretty surprised by that, but it isn't too bad and it'll go green soon enough. So, for a very early PGR application after a mini reno, I think the lawn is looking great. The sandy areas will grow over soon enough, and I'm definitely applying the next batch of PGR in a few days. Also, don't forget, if you are in southeast Queensland, now is the time to get your winter pre-emergent out. Well, thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. It's free. See you next time. Hooroo!